and we're talking about the wonderful art museum in Allentown. And well, Antonio, before we went to commercial break, we were talking about your work and the whole process. But how did you start to paint? It just came to you?
Yes, I started painting since I was a child, and that was the motivation to bring me to the art school where I graduated from in Santo Domingo, the National School of Fine Arts.
And you just continue developing your style, and who was your inspiration to become an artist?
Well, it seems to emerge naturally, but of course there's always many artists and arts that are the forms of inspiration for you and the motivation to become an artist. Yes.
And well, tell me about this sequence of thoughts, particularly. You were saying before that it's part of a larger piece of work.
Correct, yes. As I was saying before, I was explaining how a sequence of thoughts is a part of the series, Gravitation series. And Gravitation series is a series of paintings where I try to convey the idea of the thoughts of the human thoughts itself, and to verify it in terms of demographics. In order to illustrate that through arts, what I do is that I take single structure and bring, or it's a process of restructuring. The single structures I conveyed into one whole structures, which I call, the structure could be just a person, which I call in this sense a soul, or the soul of the person, just the energy of the person itself, represented. Through colors, I can represent the state of mind of the individual. In that sense, it gave us the process of thinking in which the individual is, and that's where the sequence of thoughts becomes the content of the title itself for the exhibition, but at the same time becomes a question as to why we think in certain directions at certain times.
So your relationship with your subjects is more personal than just having them sit there and don't move.
Yes,
relationship.
Within the abstract paintings of this series, there is a message to the spectator. Although I always say, I paint very spontaneously. I always say that the spectator is up to his own will, which tells it's up to his own perception to determine what he sees and what he feels.